Welcome to 5 Minecraft Bedrock Edition resource packs that will enhance your survival experience. None of these will disable any of your achievements. Let's start simple with a Minecraft dark mode. By default, the Minecraft logo is more of a light gray. Same with these buttons. I'm more of a dark mode kind of guy, and the first pack is going to change this to a dark gray / black. Ain't nobody got time to be flashbanged by the Minecraft menu, especially if you're playing Minecraft at nighttime. Dark mode, created by Offroaders 1.20, has been a lifesaver for my eyes for the past couple of years. Now, when you activate this as a global resource, it is going to update in real time. The logo is darker. These buttons are also darker as well. If you head into settings, you can see it's so much cleaner. And this also applies to in-game. Your hotbar is going to be a lot cleaner. The survival inventory, but also the creative one as well. Same applies if you open up the crafting table, any form of crafting table, including cartographer, loom, chests of any kind. Even the newly updated smithing table has changed. Things like enchanting, even if you get in a boat and open up the inventory there, even the newest ones. So yes, this is supported in previous versions, but also the latest. Next on our list is going to be the inventory HUD. Now, as of right now, you can see I've got a couple of items inside of my hotbar. Now, when we go over here and we start to fill my inventory with more items, for example, we start to use cobblestone, you'll notice that when we back out of this on the right hand side, you can see cobblestone starts to appear. Now, there are multiple settings with this, which I will show you. So if we fill this up a little bit more, you can see we're starting to get full. Now, this is really useful for players, especially if you're playing creative or even survival, and you just want to go ahead and place down blocks, but you don't want to have to keep checking your inventory every single time to see how much of the item you have. And I find this one incredibly useful. This is currently in beta, but let's move it because we can move it from one side of the screen to the other. So when you back out, you can do this via world settings or via global resources, which is what I am using. Big shout out to GamerBunny41 who created this. If we tap on this little settings option, you can see here, the resolution is right without backgrounds. You can have left without backgrounds, you can have left with backgrounds, or you can have right with backgrounds. I kind of like to have this on the left, but again, it's all down to personal preference. So this time we have faint squares on the left-hand side. And once again, as we start to gather ourselves some items, it is going to fill up on the left-hand side and show you what you do have inside of your inventory and not inside of your hotbar. Now, I do want to try something here, right? So if I was to take half of these, and I was just to throw that on the floor, for example, I was to go ahead and just start placing down all of these. If I was to throw them away real quick, as you can see on the left-hand side, it says 32. Now, does this update in real time? It does update in real time. So that's actually quite impressive. So again, that way you're not going to lose your materials if you were mining them. Inventory HUD, definitely a must-have. The number one recommended pack in today's video is going to be the chunk visualizer, which does update in real time. Now, take note, all of these packs are functional together, including the dark mode, the HUD inventory, and the chunk visualizer. Honestly, with this chunk visualizer on the bottom right, it makes me wonder if minimaps are possible for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Now, like the previous packs, this does have customizable options, so you can change this to your own satisfaction. The reason why I put the inventory HUD on the other side is mainly for this one reason right here. So if I was to go ahead and place these here, it would previously be on the right-hand side, which would overlap with the chunk visualizer. Now, for those of you that don't know, which I think most of you guys know, a chunk in Minecraft is 16 by 16. So this is actually telling me in real time that I'm about to enter a brand new chunk. Now, not only that, the chunk you are in is outlined. So as I go over this chunk, it updates and says, hey, Echo, you're in a brand new chunk. Now, it does tell me the chunk as in X, Y, and Z. It's telling me the location I'm at. So if we was to go this direction and we go this direction, you can see how it's starting to change. It's telling me the actual chunk of this world. Now, this is useful for many reasons. If you're having issues with slimes, you'll be able to figure it out really quickly how many chunks are affected. But not only that, if you like to mess around with specific mob farms or specific farms in general, and they start talking about chunk borders. As you guys know, it can be quite hard to know. At least on Minecraft Java Edition, we have the debug screen where you're able to tell your exact chunks. I absolutely love this one. Let me show you some of the customizable options, though. So head into your world settings, tap on settings for this pack. As you can see right now, we have chunk map type 1, type 2, number 1 plus chunk indicator, 2 plus chunk indicator, 1 plus chunk coordinates. So we're just going to mess around with these. Now, I like this one, which is 1 chunk indicator and chunk coordinates. But remember, depending on your device, this could be laggy if you're playing on a low-end device. In fact, what we're going to do is I'm going to put type 2 and just show you guys the differences. So this one right here has a square outline. Kind of looks like an inventory. I prefer the circle one. It just seems a little bit more discreet. Combat Plus is going to add a tool belt to your Minecraft experience. So let's grab ourselves a couple of swords. Now, check this out. You can clearly see we're holding a wooden sword. Meanwhile, my diamond sword is now on my belt. Now, this belt can hold tons of things, including ender pearls, including totems, and even custom ones. But as we start to change here, you will notice that my diamond sword isn't going to move. It is going to favor the best items, being diamond, netherite, etc. Meanwhile, you can see here, it's then going to go to the next best option, which is going to be an iron sword. If we just get rid of my iron sword, you'll see here, it's going to be the gold one. We get rid of that one, you'll notice it's the stone one. We get rid of that one, you'll notice it's going to be a wooden one. And this works with pretty much all of your tools. And I'm curious, right? Does it favor... What does it favor here? Oh, we can have both of them. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. So if I'm holding an axe, it will actually display the next best item, which is going to be a diamond axe. Meanwhile, we still have my sword there. Okay, so let's do one more thing. Let's grab this. What does it favor now? Let's put this in my hotbar. Aha! It does favor the netherite. So if I'm holding the diamond one, we have the netherite on both inside of there. But once again, this applies for all of your tools. So you can mess around with this. Like, let's grab myself pickaxe, sword, and we'll grab myself an axe here. So we're holding a pick. You can see the tools that we have there. We do it again. This kind of glitches out a little bit weird, by the way. Like, these two overlap. I don't know why. Maybe because they're both just on that one side. But regardless, it looks pretty cool. Now, when you grab yourself this and you're not holding it, it goes on your back. And yes, this also applies if you had yourself a shield. Now, they don't look too crazy. I mean, you look crazy because you got so many tools going on there. And honestly, I'm going to get rid of my axe. I'd use the pickaxe and stuff. I would hold all of them theoretically. But let's get rid of this. And you can see it gets so much better. You can see how cool this is. And you start getting even cooler when you start adding bows. I think this also goes on your back as well. Let's check it out. It does. So I've got a shield, a trident, and a bow on my back. Now, let's say we grab ourselves, I don't know, a couple of these, right? Where do they go? I don't think they go anywhere. I don't know. I can't remember with them ones. Let's grab ourselves a totem. If we grab ourselves a totem and we grab ourselves the pearl, you will notice, I mean, it kind of visually glitches out sometimes, but you will notice here, if we just take this away, you can see that my belt is no longer shining. If we put this back, you'll see it's shiny and turning. That's indicating that you have a totem in your hotbar. And you can also see the ender pearls. There's so many cool options with this. I think it also applies for these other items as well. So we'll grab them. We'll grab this. We'll grab some snowballs, some eggs, and the fire charge. Just have a quick look here. So if we were to just like get rid of this, let's see what pops up next. The fire charge pops up. It does visually glitch out a little bit there, but you guys get the point. I really love the totem one. That is definitely my favorite. I think unless you have a cape, the Elytra is very plain and boring. What if you could change the color of this to cater for your armor? And I want to show you this because this also applies for your shield as well. And we're going to start with gold here. This is a perfect example. So what we do want to do here is take this off our back. Again, we're going to do this in real time. Keep an eye on my shield. Keep an eye on my wings. Boom. They changed. They changed. They are now gold. I mean, I have to take this off, but check it out. They cater to what armor you are wearing. So that means you can customize this to have yourself an iron one if you wanted to. So if we just change this, you'll see that my shield changes in real time. And the same also applies for diamond as well. So if we grab ourselves some diamond, you can see here the shield has now changed to diamond. Now, if we just go ahead and put some wings on, you can see the color difference there. It's so impressive. And this also applies to your netherite as well. So if we go ahead and put ourselves the netherite on, we're just going to go bam, bam, and bam. Check out the shield. Again, really custom cosmetics that is just going to enhance your Minecraft experience. Let me know in the comment section which pack you enjoyed most. All the downloads and the creators are in the description and at the top of the YouTube comment section. Have a wonderful day. Hey, you can now book me on Cameo. Link is down below.